Company is making more than 2 million hats a year, and 40% of them are going to the U.S.
Ace Headwear is trying to keep up with both demand and this week's seismic change to global trade. The factory sews, embroiders, and finishes hats for well-known brands sold in the U.S. like Wilson and Fila.
This is for USA market, see.
And has licenses for the sort of Major League sports gear that Americans buy or wear every day. But now that President Trump has slapped at least 54% tariffs on all goods made in China, Ace owner Jeffy Ma says he can't absorb the costs.
As I told you, manufacturing profit is very low, even in China, very low. So we cannot afford those tax.
It means those tariffs will show up as higher prices for his American buyers.
So anyone who buys a baseball hat, a trucker hat, a fishing hat, anything.
Yeah, anything. I think all of us in the supply chain, from the brand to the manufacturer in the supply chain, I think all of us are influenced, are affected.
The Ace Headwear strategy: sell more to China and other markets in Asia as the costs of doing business with the U.S. and the States go higher.
Come with us inside a Chinese factory. It's places like this that many of your consumer goods will start their lives. Trump's tariffs are, of course, being felt places like this first, but the impact will reach much further.
China's arguably been Trump's biggest target when it comes to tariffs. It's the only country that's had no carve-outs, no delays, no exemptions, and tariffs are levied on 100% of goods. This part of China is home to thousands of factories that supply consumer goods around the world, and they are all having to adapt.
This medium-sized factory make air purifiers, fans. 100% of their business is in exports. At the moment, 30% go to the US, but the owner has told me that they are actively trying to reduce that. In the next 5 years or so, they want their exports to America to be halved. They've been facing tariffs since 2016. They've gone up a lot in the last month. They could yet go up again, and it is having a major impact here.
In just the last month, Trump's first round of tariffs have caused a major drop-off in orders amounting to millions of dollars.
We have to seek out new markets. To get away from the US. We're doing it, but we shouldn't do it. We should be diving more into product development, but then now we have to seek out ways to survive.
What do Chinese workers and Chinese business owners like you think about Donald Trump and what he's doing?
People are angry with him. People are really angry with him, No matter who takes the presidency, whether it's Trump or another guy, they will do the same thing. So it's not Trump's problem, it's the global problem. It's the problem between China and the US.
While bigger businesses like this one can move factories abroad to avoid tariffs, smaller outfits don't have that option. Those with tiny margins are at the mercy of the markets. If you've ever bought fast fashion online, it's very possible the items have come through a street like this. All along here, tiny workshops doing very specific parts of the process. The one over there specialises in just attaching buttons. We're told the one across the street does the zippers. And these are small workshops. They're taking their contracts from medium-sized companies. They're in turn taking their contracts from bigger companies. And the tariffs that Trump is imposing, it just trickles down that supply chain. They're feeling the impact here, and so are particularly the contract workers who work here. Exports account for a huge 20% of China's GDP. A big trade shock will affect lives and livelihoods here. This is a country already grappling with unemployment and large numbers of low-paid migrant workers. Many here are worried.
对于我们的收入来讲，今年是很大的，对于他们造成很大的就是收入方面有很大的影响，包括工作不稳定呀。
There are still questions about how far this might run. How far might Trump push China? How far might China be willing to go in response? But there are definitely those who say that trade may just be one factor in this bigger standoff between two global superpowers, both craving dominance. Many think it could yet get much worse.
As President Trump dialed down the temperature on tariffs around the world, the trade spat with China heated up, with the president announcing that 125% tariff.
I told him if you retaliate, we're going to double it. And that's what I did with China, because they did retaliate.
The CEO of Basic Fun, which makes Tonka trucks and Care Bears products, said when the president proposed a 54% tariff rate on China, he knew he would have to raise prices. But now,
you might as well just make it 1,000,000,000%, because we're not shipping anything out of China. Nobody's going to be shipping anything out of China till this gets solved.
He warns what happens now will have impacts months down the line.
If you're stopping production, does this imply that you might not have stuff on the shelves for key holiday season?
Well, there'll likely, in particular with toys, be a shortage of toys this Christmas. I mean, even a short-term disruption will upset the flow of goods. But we still have time.
It's not just toys. Americans are surrounded by Chinese-made products, which could get more expensive. A lot of the cheap goods sold at places like Walmart and Amazon are made in China.
Walking down the block, you'll see it. So many American brands selling products coming from China. Like Nike, where 18% of their footwear and 16% of their apparel are made there. Even this glasses company, which assembles some of its glasses in the United States, uses materials and manufactures in China.
Some auto parts already more expensive.
There was one part that was around $280, and then 2 days later, the cost went up to like $328, and of course it was an overseas part that was manufactured in China.
President Trump also closed a loophole that allowed cheap goods from companies like Temu and Shein to avoid tariffs, so those prices also likely to go up. The concern that even as the world negotiates, China and the U.S., the two largest economies, are drifting apart.
The harm that's being caused is really catastrophic. And please make a deal quickly. There's a deal to be done, and let's go back to business as usual.
All right, Brian joins us in studio. So, Brian, the big question tonight, when should consumers expect those prices to go up?
Tom, the president posted on Truth Social saying that 125% tariff is effective immediately, meaning that those things like electronics, clothes, shoes could get more expensive in the coming months. And by the way, China has yet to respond to this, Tom.
All right, Brian, we thank you for that.
Recognize this style, this bag? Of course you do. For the past more than 30 years, we have been OEM factory for most of the luxury brands around the world. Gucci, Prada, Coach, Louis Vuitton, you name it. But for this, I am not proud because we were only making our wages. The profit margin for the people who are actually making the bags are very low. What I'm really proud of is that first, we have the best quality control. Two, we have the best craftsmanship. You know, Chinese craftsmen are always intelligent and diligent. Three, we have the most complete supply chain. We always get what we want, like zippers, accessories of any kind, any color, and leathers immediately.
Hello everyone, this is the largest clothing wholesale factory in China. The clothes here are only $0.5. Friends in need can read the introduction. Welcome to China.
Who is the Chinese supplier behind Under Armour? Shenzhou International, which is one of the largest clothing factories in China. It mainly produces Under Armour's casual and sports apparel. It also supplies for many other big famous brands, such as Adidas, Nike, Uniqlo, Lululemon, and so on. And the Under Armour shirts would cost you $40 to $50. But over here, only need less than a fifth of the price that you can get a similar quality shirt. If you want to source high quality clothing, contact me. Bojan, make business strong.
Your Chanel cosmetics, 80% are made in China and cost only $5. They just add the logo in France and charge you 10 to 40 times the price. Close your eyes. If your Chanel cosmetics says made in China, will they feel cheaper? It's not about quality, it's about brand washing. Interesting fact, who makes Chanel cosmetics? 42% are crafted by Chinese artisans. We don't do cheap goods. We do understand luxury.
You know who is producing high-quality accessories for those luxury brands like Chanel, Estée Lauder, L'Oreal? You're saying you're the supplier behind all these beauty accessories for those big luxury brands? L'Oreal, MAC, Chanel, Bobbi Brown, and even Rosewood Hotel.
Last week we also received an order, Royce Den. Yeah, the comb like 20,000 pieces, one color.
Wholesalers, it's 2024 and you still don't know who are the suppliers behind Dior? Their knitwears and cardigans are from Beyond Garments from Hangzhou. Beyond Garments is also the supplier behind many luxury brands from America and Europe like Sandra, Maj, Versace. Second, most of the Dior's cosmetic products are actually produced by Taiho Group, which is also the supplier behind Lancôme and Loewe. Third, 24-hour packaging technology from Shenzhen provide exquisite packaging and bags for Dior. Of course, Dior has their own factories in many countries, supplies different products for them.
I see people making lists of who they want to order from China, and I need everybody to slow down. Yes, China is spilling the tea, but me, as being a business owner who has ordered from China for the past 6 years, let me tell you a couple of things. And the first thing is, not all factories are the same. So yes, they can get on here and they can make claims that they do this, that, and a third, and the quality is this, that, and a third, and it may not be. Luxury brands order from certain factories because they want a certain quality. And so just because a factory says that they have this design doesn't mean that they have the same quality that the luxury designer ordered from. You have to be careful of that. I've learned firsthand, not all factories are the same. The second thing that you need to know is you need to get an agent. Don't just start ordering from China all willy-nilly. You need an agent that's going to get your stuff inspected, make sure it's up to par, send you pictures, send you videos, do all that stuff before they ship it off to you. I have an agent that I've been using for the past 6 years. That's how I've been in business and been ordering the stuff for my boutique. So before you start ordering from these factories, please hear me out. Now, if you want to know more, because I have a long history of this, I've had a business for the past 6 years, give me a follow, I can make more videos.
Louis Vuitton have seemingly reacted to all of the videos going viral over social media of manufacturers in China saying they make all of their stuff. A factory video from China has gone viral, and now people are seriously doubting the truth behind expensive fashion brands. One factory worker revealed that some of the biggest names in fashion, including Louis Vuitton and Zara, secretly get a lot of their stuff made in cities like Dongguan and Guangdong. Even though these brands brag about being made in Europe, the video claims that more than half of Louis Vuitton's bags are actually made in China. People online were blown away when they heard that most of the silk used by Louis Vuitton comes from a factory in Hangzhou called Huaxili. It didn't stop there either. The worker said a manager told him it costs around $15 to make something that looks exactly like one of their luxury items. The biggest reason this is upsetting fans is that these brands charge thousands for each product, saying it's all premium, handmade stuff. Now, many are starting to feel like they've been misled and taken advantage of, especially when the final product may not be much different from cheaper versions. And now, a statement has been released to the press, seemingly from a source close to Louis Vuitton. In their statement, the source close to the brand said, "Louis Vuitton want everyone to know that what these people are saying is completely false and untrue, and they want everyone to understand that every item LV releases is made under meticulously high standards. At least it's been addressed, so it might not be true. However, we're going to have to wait to see if there's any real evidence for them making their clothes in China." Despite their statement, what's really getting attention is the idea that this might only be the beginning. People are already talking about how other workers from different factories might come forward soon. If that happens, it could completely shift the way the world looks at luxury brands and how they really operate behind the scenes. But not everyone's mad about it. Some people said they don't really care where it's made because what they're really paying for is the brand name and the status that comes with it. So even with the truth out there, not everyone plans to stop buying.
Why do customers around the world trust us from Asia to America? Excellent quality, competitive price, and excellent service. Choose us. As a partner, we will never let you down.
Do one thing only for 20 years, make the bosses around the world earn money. Hello, sir. Welcome to my factory. The factory is located in Dongguan, China. Dongguan is a wonderful place. We focus on iPad and mobile phone cases, plastic mold opening and molding, leather material incoming, cutting, product assembly, automated mechanical processing combined. With manual lamination, there is an assembly workshop of over 10,000 square meters and a processing workshop of 5,000 square meters. We have a strong technical team. We have 20 years of experience in case production and have developed patents. Our products have been sold all over the world. Welcome to consumption.
When I say $2, real price, $2. And this is very good quality. See how we gonna ship this. 1 carton, 2 carton here. Like, okay, show you the design. Okay, let's go inside and see. Open one, show you guys. I see the comments like, Remy, this one you sell at $2 in my country. They're gonna sell like $20. So here, check the quality. $2. We don't sell bad quality products. Okay, I want to show you more. There are some new arrivals here. Ah, this one. Sports design. See? Here are boots. All mixed design. This one, classic white. Don't worry about the quality, guys. When we ship, before we ship, we're gonna check the quality first and trust our quality control. And maybe you will think, oh, Remy, it's all mixed. So will you put the good quality one up and at the bottom of the cotton is bad quality one? Guys, we will never ever do that. What you see in my video I show you guys here, you will get the exact quality, exact shoes. We don't do that kind of business. We do business based on trust, long-term business. Okay, I want to show you more. See, this one. Oh, $2. Guys, I will show you another one which will surprise you a lot after I posted this video. All fashion design, all good quality, and all mixed. Also mixed design, more choices for you customer to choose. And look how we package. Look how we package, guys. We package organized. So when you receive it, good package. Outside the cotton box, we will wrap a woven box like that. See, like that. And stick your shipping mark. So if you are interested, contact Remy. And if you have a plan, come to China, you want to check the shoes yourself, welcome to our warehouse, guys. Welcome to our warehouse. Check the shoes yourself, and then we can do business together. Okay. See this? Black pink color. All good quality. So see you guys in my next video. I will show you guys more. Okay.
So listen, y'all know I'm all about community, so I'm about to give y'all the 3 people who are giving you all the tea on the Chinese manufacturers. And I'm also going to tag their profiles in the caption and the comments. So the first one is Luna. Luna gives you all the tea on the suppliers for Sephora, Zara, where to buy your luxury accessories, and the best website to source the products from China. Number 2, we got the homie Send Bags, and he pretty much gave up all the tea on how it is that Birkins are manufactured. And he said, oh, y'all thought Hermes had quality? Watch this. Then we got Lily. Not only does Lily give you the tea on how it is that you can ship the products to the United States, but she also gives you the easiest way to get your products to the US and step by step for those of you who are afraid of the language barrier on how to buy the goods from China. And then last but not least, if you look inside the label of your favorite sneaker, I promise you it was made in Asia. So you probably want to go straight to the source, and I'm going to recommend my guy, Remy Sneakers. And as you can see below, they show you the quality of the shoes. While a lot of folks scream knockoff, these are the exact same manufacturers that manufactures the shoes, the luxury goods, the bags, the clothing that you buy from the stores. You're welcome.
Who are the suppliers behind Lululemon? Some of their yoga wears are actually from Xianglong Clothing.
But yeah, I got so much pushback on that video. Where I posted that tracksuit and I said, fuck Lululemon, you can get the same thing for cheaper without supporting a racist CEO. I got so much pushback. People were saying he's not the CEO anymore. He's one of the founders, honey. He's still getting checks from y'all purchases, number 1. Number 2, he said he's fat phobic, and he says race. He basically said he created the name Lululemon because he knew Japanese people couldn't pronounce it. They would go Ruru Ramen or something like that. That's fucked up. And the fact that y'all think just because he didn't say anything directly about black people, which he basically said he has a certain demographic he wants wearing his stuff. You think black people are included in that? You think y'all ghetto ass wearing Lululemon in a club, black people are included in that demographic? Bye. No, it's not. And the fact that he's making fun of the model minority, what do you think he's saying about black people behind closed doors? Because I can promise you that he's talking shit about black people. When it comes to the totem pole of minorities, we're at the bottom. We're like the least likes, okay? And then I don't buy name brand anymore because I know this stuff. I study once I got into really got into retail and understand how the prices are marked up, I started studying that. Like, where are they getting their clothes from? All their clothes are produced, most of their clothes are produced in like Asian countries, like China. They got factories dedicated to producing clothing for these companies, and all they doing is slapping their label on it and marking it up. $100 for some leggings, but you're in a factory producing it and it's getting produced for like $5, $6. You won't catch me buying it. I don't give a fuck if the CEO was a saint. You will not catch me buying no motherfucking leggings for $100. Okay? It's polyester. No matter how you wrap around it, it's polyester. I'm not spending $100 on no polyester. And it's just crazy how many black people were on there like trying to stick up for their Lululemon. But you're getting played. You're spending money for a name. Y'all can get off my page with that mess. But you know what? Actually, keep commenting. Keep commenting on the video because you're getting me views. You're pushing that video out in the algorithm, and I'm getting sales. A lot of people are buying that tracksuit because y'all are pushing it out there, and I thank you for that.
Want to know who's the Chinese factory behind Nike, Adidas, Fila, and UGG? Number one, the biggest factory for Nike shoes in China is called FJF Group. They're located in China, Fujian. FJF is also China's biggest shoe factory. Second, the factory behind Adidas shoes is Baocheng Group in China. Baocheng Group has factories in China and in Southeast Asia. Number three, the factory behind UGG in China is called Henglong Group in Henan. Henglong Group is also the biggest factory of UGG shoes in the entire world. And number four, the factory behind Fila Group in China is called Shentai Group, and they're located in Zhejiang, China. Comment and let me know what other products I should do next, and follow me if you want to know more factories in China.
Huaqiangbei, China's #1 electronics market. Whether you need smartphones, smartwatch, laptop, LED displays, Bluetooth speaker, power bank, or tech components, this place has it all. It's home for direct manufacturers and bundle dealers on top quality products. Want to source electronics from China? I will handle the sourcing, QC, and shipping. Just message Yuki.
Did you know who actually manufactures for Sephora? Let me reveal the key Chinese suppliers for you. First, the nail products at Sephora mainly come from Muran in Shanghai. And then about 80% of facial masks are made by TIC. For eyeshadows, they're mainly provided by Shencai in Zhuhai. About their lipsticks, blushes, and other color cosmetics, those are made by the Taihu Group. Now you know the real manufacturers for Sephora, your favorites. Want me to expose more about the beauty trends? Comment below and I will cover them in my next video. I'm Kara, your trusted sourcing agent in China.
China Home Textiles, Factory Direct, Global Wholesale, and Manufacturing.
Me, myself, personally, I don't think the people that started the trade war anticipated this happening.
They sell you a legging pants for $100. And guess what? Here in these two factories, you can get them for around $5 to $6.
One pass costs only 5 cents. You can get 20 pass for just $1.
$10, $10, and $10. Always $10.
To cost $15,000, you can get the Toyota BZ3X. The advantage of the BZ3 is spatial space and the smart driving system, but the price is affordable.
It's not China giving away the secrets. I would love to be a fly on the wall come Monday morning with some of these brand name companies because I know the shit hit the. Now my question is, how much would it cost for me to ship a car from China to the US? $15,000 for a brand new SUV is a pretty good deal to me. Matter of fact, let me get two of them.
Just shipped customer-scented candles to US for only $2. Why they trust us? Few bucks. Take this bestseller scented candle for Christmas. Video ready. Factory price is only $2. We do OEM, global shipping certified by MSDS, CE, REG, BSCI. If you want to do candle business, contact me.
Do you want to buy a bag from China? This is my factory. I'm the least bag supplier in China. I have Kylie, Hermes, Dior, Gucci. No matter where you are, I can deliver the goods to you. Follow and come to me.
I mean, there's no way the president is going to let us keep TikTok after this. Have you guys seen all of the China videos of just them dropping all of the information that we would ever need in our entire lives about America and American culture and American goods? Because me and the OEM factory guy that's showing me all of the things that I can never afford are just like besties on this timeline right now. And as much as I am loving it, because this is how you trade wars, you just give away all the secrets, duh, thank you. Pretty soon our government is just going to be like, hey, idiots, now you can't be trusted because you're giving away all the secrets because we don't want to exchange information, which is why TikTok basically got banned the first time because the exchange of information was happening so rapidly and they didn't like it. And now I found the Lulu factory, I found the Hermes factory, I found the Louis Vuitton factory, I found the Prada factory, I found the Nike factory, I found the Under Armour factory, and luckily enough, my daughter is going to China in like 8 days, so we're just gonna go on a quest. Bring me back some of that good skincare, I'll send you my credit card information, it'll be great, it's a great deal. But the way that my timeline, my like FYP has changed so rapidly, and it's all of that stuff now is amazing. I love the internet.
Hello boss, we are top 1 manufacturer for swimwear. If you want to buy swimwear from China to your country, please contact me. We will be your reliable partner.
Look, China is so big. If you really want to import from China and make lots of money from sourcing, just come to Yiwu.
Key rings, 20 cents. Glass, 20 cents. Pillars, 20 cents. Household, 20 cents. Everything here, 10,000 kinds. All about 30 cents.
Do you need a catalog? Follow me and comment below.
老百姓都覺得好驚奇，因為佢覺得咧就一聽見話加稅，就覺得佢自己負擔會重咗啦。你一路買私立我排隊，尋日咪，哎呀，你呢個就升價未啊？到咗你一定升㗎。
At Camman Food, a Chinese supermarket in Manhattan that has served New Yorkers since 1972, tariffs are starting to hit home.
我哋呢間超市咧係大部分嘅啲貨都係進口嘅，香港、台灣同埋中國加埋咧，基本上有90%以上。最大嘅影響咧就我本身落個打，我落咗㗎啦。以前咧我就好似要 continue 嘅，我而家咧就叫佢哋 stop 先。我哋嘅海產同埋土產嗰方面咧，我落咗打啦，我叫佢唔好出字。
President Donald Trump's move of raising tariffs on Chinese imports to a staggering 125% means big change for these businesses.
好似我哋月餅，畢竟佢要進口，佢會升價。佢升價嘅話咧，咁你以後咪食少啲咯。
To adapt, Camman has been importing more durable products from places hit by increased tariffs like Japan and Hong Kong, seeking breathing room before wholesale prices eventually go up.
稍微凍多啲嘅，就諗住多翻2-3個月嘅乜嘢咯。而家好多人口商已經飛咗去產家嘅，即係去到嗰度慢慢托啦，或者補助下我哋啦。你或者你減價，即係盡量能夠保持嗰個，就算升降咧，對老百姓嚟講唔好太多。政府既然可以整嗰呢套嘢出嚟嘅話咧，應該控制好美國嘅廠家啦，菜農啦、米農啦、魚啊、果啊。如果你能夠有一個好完善嘅機構，對老百姓嚟講咧，影響唔會係致命嘅。
At Camman, even a small price hike can mean hours of extra work.
我哋其實都會好難㗎，你好似你啲價錢喺度，你話要改一個價錢，哇！嗰啲我哋啲伙計要一隻打過晒㗎，我都唔想佢咁樣做㗎。
What kind of a factory can produce plastic parts for DJI, Xiaomi, and the media? Let's have a look. This time, I will showcase the canteen, dormitory, work environment, and technology to everyone. Hi, Bill.
Hi, how are you doing?
Yes, how are you?
Not bad, thanks.
Bill is my friend, international student, and an engineer in this company. Since Bill's boss likes to cooperate with big brands, the factory is also forced to become a big factory.
This is the part we make for TCL aircraft. This is the plastic part we make for DJI. This is the fridge door for Tyson fridge. Well, this is the part we make for Xiaomi aircraft. This is the bumper we make for Xiaopeng automobiles.
Other brands purchase injection molding products from Bill's factory, and Bill's factory also purchases accessories from other factories to assemble them into their own daily products. This is their Prada home vacuum preservation technology.
This system tells you how the production, quality control, and warehousing is going on in this factory.
Your factory is really developed. That's why the United States says we are already a developed country.
No, we wish we were. We are still buying cutting-edge machines from Japan. We imported this machine from Japan. It's got the greatest precision in our factory.
So it seems that we still have a long way to go before we become a developed country. This is a patent that I have no interest in, but Bill is proud of, and he asked me to put them in the video. The boss's pursuit of art can be seen from the way of the factory office environment. Nearly half of the people in the company are engineers. Because there's a large team of engineers, and because of ensuring employee benefits, the boss built a huge apartment building in the factory.
Well, this is the standard layout in our dormitory. If both you and your spouse are working in our company, you can get the room for free. If you are a senior executive, you get a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom suite.
A working couple like this, they live in this apartment for free. I can feel from the layout that this is completely a home, not a temporary residence. It's lunchtime now. On the first floor of the apartment building is the canteen. Eating here is also free for employees. There's even a hospital in the building. Many employees live here as a whole family. It's basically the same as a community in the city. Is this the Chinese factory as you imagine? Please let me know in the comments area. For me, your Chinese friend Roger.
Who is the Chinese suppliers of Prada? The supplier of Prada bags are from Signature Handbag Group in Zhongguan City. It produces 18% of the world's electric bag, and it is also the OEM factory for Tory Burch, Coach, Michael Kors, and so on. It is one of the largest and best luxury bags suppliers in the world. A luxury bag will cost you at least $400 to $500, but you can get same quality for just $50 to $100 here. Copy name brands supplier to get the quality product for your own business. If you want to source products from China, contact us. Follow Ring. Make business strong.
How fast can you get this hoodie sample made? Wait, this guy is a second-generation garment factory owner, a close friend of mine. A follower from Australia wants this hoodie sample done within 5 days. So I come to him and I want to push it for 3.
Really urgent.
But I wasn't expecting.
How about tomorrow? Tomorrow.
You serious? He gave the task to the designer and ordered the fabric, then started to take me around. He told me he can do everything very fast because he's got everything in-house. And his family has been making hoodies for years.
What about the MOQ? 200件起订, okay, 200.
I doubted him at the first until I see the fabric come and the embroidery being sketched on a computer. I knew this is going well. So friends, if you want to have your hoodie made, leave in the comment. I'll hook you up.
You know the tariff war is getting bad because ain't no TikTok in China. So how are they all landing on our FYP? Now I know you've been seeing this guy all over your FYP. Well, he goes by the name of Sin Bags, and he's basically been exposing luxury brands, their costs, and how you can get these bags directly. Albeit you won't get the label, but you'll still get the quality material. And you've also probably been seeing this woman here. Well, she goes by the name of Luna, sourcing China, and she lets you know the distributors for some of your favorite clothing brands, including Lululemon. Now, people have been trying to figure out, why are these people coming across FYP? Well, here's the thing. We've gone through a tariff war with the United States and China China has started to reduce their regulations on a lot of things, which includes counterfeiting. If you guys didn't know, China is an authoritarian regime, and so they have strict guidelines when it comes to counterfeiting because prior to all the tariff wars, they used to have a relationship with the US, and China used to honor patents as well as trademarks for a lot of these luxury brands. Until the trade war happened, and then they just said, F it. Now, before the trade war, we were still able to get those dupes from the gate, if you know what I will. But that's because most of those distributors hadn't got caught yet, Because again, prior, China had this like, if we don't see it, it's not occurring type of policy. But if they did see it, then they would be taken down. And that's why a lot of those Gate, Alibaba, AliExpress type of companies would often go down, and it'd be really hard to find those distributors again because they would get caught. And then they would have to come back and rebrand as a new name, even though they still had the same material. But now that those regulations have been dropped, you're going to start seeing a lot more of these distributors basically just selling directly to you. And what makes the story even more funny is that TikTok's not in China, y'all. It's not there. It's under a different subsidiary name, but it's not TikTok, and those apps don't cross. So the fact that you're seeing these videos makes it even more hilarious.
One of you asked to see a bag manufacturer that handles smaller quantity but still top-notch quality. So today, I'm going to be your eyes on the ground. Here I am with Mr. Ho, the bag boss of this awesome small factory that makes products for many small to medium brands. So, Mr. Ho, what's the MOQ for something like this?
So 500.
Well, he said 500, but later he whispered to me, for a slightly higher price, he's cool with 100, even 50s. That sounds much better. The place isn't huge, just about 60 workers here, but these guys are pros. Most of them have been in the game for over a decade, and they've got skills. That really makes a difference. This factory makes all kinds of bags, clutches, and cases with all different types of materials, but no real leather stuff. Sorry, leather lovers. Alright, so folks, if you're interested, give me a shout and I'll hook you up.
This is an original 250 ml Victoria's Secret body spray. It sells around $15 on US Amazon and $2 on TikTok US. And this is our VV Love body spray, also 250 ml. From lid to pump to bottle, everything from the same supplier. And the inside juice, also from the same supplier, same price. How much can you get it for in your local store? Here at the Source Factory in China, we sell it at a little bit more than $1 wholesale price. With just $500, you can become a distributor of VV Love. Call me today and don't miss out. VV Love.
Hello everyone, my name is Maggie. I'm from China, and this is my showroom in Guangzhou. We can OEM all brands, and we also have more than 1,000 models in stock. So if you want to take shoes wholesale, you can contact with us. And this is my new model. You can check the quantity. It's very good. So if you need, please contact with us. Thank you. Bye bye.
A same quality YSL bag from this factory only needs 40 USD. 立泰皮具 in Dongguan City. The OEM factory of YSL is also the OEM factory of MK, Prada, and Burberry. Let me tell you guys a secret. The quality of the bag you bought in this factory is better than the bag you bought in the YSL stores. The bag in those stores are not definitely the best quality, so the customer will keep buying new ones. A YSL bag costs at least 1,500 USD, but you can get here better quality one just 40 USD. Follow Cody, make business easy.
Hi guys, this is Nicole. We are the original manufacturer of flooring. Our flooring has high quality, high cost performance, no middleman and extra profit. If you want to know more information about our flooring, please contact me. Are you looking to import candles and diffusers from direct factories in China? This is a professional OEM factory that can produce more than 9 million bottles of diffusers every year. Besides diffusers, they can also produce candles as well as scented hangers like this and scented sachets for your closet. The product that they make are sold all over the world, and they've had OEM experience with clients from the US, Europe, and the Middle East. They have very attractive price, and they can accept OEM orders at low MOQ. For example, a set like this with a candle and a diffuser inside will cost you only $6 to make in the factory. And take a wild guess for the minimum ordering quantity. Only 1,000 sets. And if your ordering quantity is bigger than 1,000, the factory owner promised me that they can give you lower price. So contact me if you're interested. I'm Liz from EJET, China Sourcing Expert.
China is so big. If you really want to import from China and find a direct factory, make sure you visit the right city. Looking for wedding dress, you must go to Suzhou. Looking for wigs, you go to Xuchang. Looking for home furniture, go to Foshan. Looking for the phone case, you must go visit Shenzhen. And if you are looking for the leather shoes, you don't miss Wenzhou. Half Italian shoes are made in Wenzhou. If you are looking for the original factory and the best price, you can come to me for help. We are going to share more sourcing tips in China. I'm Dan, your best business partner in China.
Yes.
How do you tell if a hat is good quality or bad quality?
I think the main point is to check the sewing. You
The
can
stitchings.
see. Yeah. The stitching, somehow the factory, if they want to make it faster,
Okay,
so the stitching, it is very wide. And normally they have 6 or 5 stitches in 1 inch.
Okay.
But for some good quality, you can see we have at least 8 to 9 stitches per inch.
Oh, so stitching
Yeah.
distance.
And also you can see the if the good quality one, the tips, it is very even. It means both sides they are the same distance. And some better quality ones, maybe this one is narrow, this one is wider.
Oh, okay.
So that is the most important.
Okay.
And also in order to save some cost, somehow the factory they might not add the extra lining to cover the embroidery background. But here you can see.
You can see the back of the
embroidery.
embroidery.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is very clean and very comfortable to wear. The frame, before we sew them onto the cap body, we need to cut it. So it is very neat.
Oh.
You can see when it is sewing onto the cap, it is only this length.
Okay.
You see this one? This is before cutting.
this is already cut.
Yeah, it is very messy because there are many stitchings. But here, this one, you see, it's very clean. You see the difference? This is a little extra work, but we make the job pretty perfect. And another point to determine the cap is bad quality or good quality. You see this one? We have an extra stitching. It's called overlock.
Okay, overlock.
Yeah, so there would not be losing yarn to going through from here.
Okay.
It is very neat and clean. See?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.